Kia ora, I'm Tanea Heke, Tumuaki, here at Toi Whakaari New Zealand Drama School. And we're really excited that you've decided to apply to study at Toi Whakaari in 2025. You know what? I'm going to sit with you and we're going to work through the application process so you know what to do and what you need to have before you submit your application. Come with me now. Hara mai. Alright, so first things first, we arrive on the Toi Whakaari web page, and please let's scroll down and have a look under the course of studies to the read course information for the postgraduate studies. No doubt you've already had a look at this, but we're just going to go through what is required before we fill in the application form. So you know this even before you kick off, but just to refresh, a bachelor's degree or equivalent or postgraduate diploma in the creative or performing arts. A bachelor's degree in an unrelated discipline with a minimum of 3 years applied work experience within a relevant field. And you can demonstrate the specific learning skills to succeed on the program. You don't have to have either of those things. If you're an applicant without a degree, you will be considered where appropriate, provided you have at least 5 years relevant experience in a professional context and can demonstrate the specific learning skills to succeed on the program. And applicants who are applying who don't have English as their first language must be able to gain an academic score of 6.5 with no band score lower than 6 in an IELTS test or similar. Okay? Now, we will look at apply now. We'll push the button in a moment, but just before we do, let's just go through about the things that are required. We need to provide a short paragraph on your creative and academic background. You'll also be able to provide us with your CV highlights, a short paragraph on future aspirations, including the reason that you're undertaking this master's study, an area of creative research you're interested in exploring, bearing in mind that as you start doing the work, that may well change. Support material. So in this, we would like to see relevant examples of your work as a PDF document, and you can include links with this to a personal website or video examples of previous work. You can also link to your website on the application form. At the Applicants Weekend, which is to be held on the 1st and 2nd of November, you will be undertaking an interview. And this is an opportunity to discuss a bit further the potential focus of your creative thesis project. And some of the things you might want to think about before you do this are the creative project aims, goals and research questions, knowledge of existing research references within this field, proposed methods for undertaking your practice-based research, and potential resources required. But as with all things that are Toi Whakaari, just don't let this get in the way of your enthusiasm and your passion for wanting to do the study. So let's go to apply now. Scroll down. The first part of the three-part of the application form is fairly straightforward. Usual details, name, addresses, citizenship. When you get to the bottom of this, the second one in terms of as you're applying as a domestic or international student, again, fairly straightforward. Ethnicity, iwi, disabilities, school, okay. Then you'll come down and your first choice, of course, will be the Masters of Creative Practice. So you can either write the answers on the form here or you can film them and provide a link to the video. Just to remind you that the questions that we ask here are around a short paragraph of your creative and academic background, a short list of your CV highlights, a paragraph on the future aspirations including the reason for undertaking your master's study, and the area of creative research you're interested in exploring. So that's the questions that we're asking. Also, don't forget, please, a link through to your supporting material. And we explained that at the beginning. It could be your website, it could be references to work that you've done in the past. So if you could put the link in there, that would be awesome. Now, there could be a possibility, if you don't go for the Masters, that you may wish to choose another undergraduate degree or perhaps a diploma. Anyway, the choice is there. When you've either chosen your second choice or not, there is the questions around the applicants weekend, which, to remind you, is the 1st and 2nd of November. We are hoping you can be here in person. If not, please say no and tell us the reason. It could be that you're an international. And also, can you provide some experience about the most recent arts experience, performing arts experience that you've been involved in? And I think we're almost there. The last part of the application form is providing 2 referees. One of your referees will need to go through to link to and fill in the referees form. And then at the end, once you've completed everything, you just tick off whether you accept the terms and conditions, consent to disclosure of personal information, you've contacted your referees and asked them to submit on your behalf. You will also need to supply a digital headshot, much like you do for your passport, a proof of your age and citizenship, a copy of your passport or your birth certificate, and a copy of your most recent, your undergraduate qualification, or a list of your experiences if you don't have a university qualification. And at the end here, a declaration that everything is true and complete. Just to remind you, if you are applying because you have the experience rather than a formal qualification, please don't let your enthusiasm be dulled by having to fill in this form. We are so keen to hear from you. At the end of all of this, push submit, and that should be us. Looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you.